Every man over 60 knows that maintaining energy, vitality, and good circulation becomes more challenging as the years go by, and while many seek expensive supplements or complicated workout routines to combat fatigue and sluggish blood flow, there is a simple, effective, and scientifically backed 3-minute stretch that can transform how you feel from the moment you wake up until you go to bed. And this stretch specifically targets key muscles and vessels responsible for healthy circulation, cardiovascular performance, and ultimately the energy that powers your day and your intimate life. And what makes this stretch especially powerful for men over 60 is that it not only improves blood flow to the legs and core but also enhances oxygen delivery to the brain and extremities, which means better focus, less fatigue, and more sustained energy throughout your daily activities. And experts in geriatric health and urology are increasingly recommending this routine because it addresses some of the most common issues faced by aging men: reduced nitric oxide production, vascular stiffness, and muscle tightness that contribute to decreased stamina, erectile dysfunction, and general feelings of lethargy. And the best part is that this stretch requires no special equipment, can be done right at home or even in your bedroom, and fits seamlessly into any morning routine, making it accessible for men with different fitness levels or mobility challenges. And when performed consistently, this 3-minute stretch can help open up constricted blood vessels, reduce arterial stiffness, and improve venous return, which means blood circulates more freely throughout your body, reducing pressure on your heart and promoting better overall cardiovascular health. And because circulation is the foundation of so many bodily functions, from organ health to hormone transport, enhancing blood flow has ripple effects that improve testosterone levels, muscle repair, brain function, and even mood regulation, all of which are essential to living a vibrant life after 60. And in addition to the physical benefits, the stretch stimulates the parasympathetic nervous system, the part of your nervous system responsible for rest, recovery, and relaxation, which helps counterbalance the effects of chronic stress and cortisol spikes that so often sap energy and harm sexual performance. And when you take just 3 minutes each day to engage this simple stretch, you're not only improving circulation but also calming your mind and resetting your body's internal balance, leading to more sustained energy and better sexual health. And the stretch itself focuses on the hip flexors, lower back, and inner thighs, areas that tend to tighten with age due to inactivity and sitting for long periods. And these tight muscles compress blood vessels and nerves, restricting flow and leading to numbness, weakness, or loss of sensation that can negatively impact erectile function and overall vitality. And by loosening these muscles gently but effectively, you restore the natural range of motion, increase blood supply to the pelvic region, and support nerve function that is critical to intimate performance. And many men who have incorporated this 3-minute stretch into their daily routines report a noticeable improvement in their ability to achieve and maintain erections, enhanced stamina during physical activity, and a general boost in mood and confidence that comes from feeling more in control of their bodies. And it's important to note that this stretch is safe for men with common age-related conditions such as arthritis, mild spinal issues, or circulation problems, because it's low impact, focused on mobility rather than strength or endurance, and can be modified to fit individual needs with simple adjustments recommended by physical therapists or urologists familiar with senior male health. And to maximize the benefits, it's best done consistently every day, ideally in the morning when circulation tends to be sluggish after sleep, or before any physical activity. But even a quick session before bed can promote relaxation and improved overnight recovery. And this consistency helps break the cycle of stiffness and poor blood flow that accumulates with inactivity, making it easier to stay active, engage in social or intimate activities, and maintain independence as you age. And beyond the physical stretch itself, incorporating deep breathing during the exercise amplifies oxygen intake and triggers the release of nitric oxide, a key molecule for vasodilation and erectile function, creating a synergistic effect that compounds benefits over time. And in fact, research from cardiovascular and urology specialists highlights that combining mobility exercises like this with mindful breathing routines leads to better outcomes for men struggling with erectile issues and low energy, because you're addressing both the mechanical and biochemical sides of vascular health. and this holistic approach to improving blood flow and vitality after 60 represents a shift away from quick fixes towards sustainable, natural methods that empower men to take control of their health in simple, manageable steps. And while medications and supplements have their place, nothing compares to a practice that strengthens the body's own systems and restores function from the inside out. And as you prepare to learn the exact steps of this 3-minute stretch in the following part, remember that making time for yourself, even in small ways like this, can lead to profound changes that ripple across your physical, emotional, and intimate life, helping you feel stronger, more energetic, and more connected to your body than you have in years. Because after 60, the key to longevity and vitality isn't just about what you do, but how consistently and mindfully you do it. And this stretch offers a practical, proven, and accessible way to boost your blood flow and energy every single day. Every man over 60 who has struggled with fatigue, low energy, or challenges in intimacy understands how frustrating it can be when your body just doesn't respond like it used to. And one of the underlying causes is poor circulation combined with muscle tightness that worsens with age and sedentary habits. But the good news is that the simple 3-minute stretch we're focusing on doesn't just provide temporary relief. It actually triggers a cascade of physiological responses that rebuild your vascular health, increase flexibility, and restore youthful energy. And to appreciate why this stretch is so powerful, you need to understand how blood flow works and why it's so crucial for your entire well-being, especially sexual health. Because the penis and pelvic region require an uninterrupted and robust supply of oxygen-rich blood to function properly. And this depends on healthy arteries that are flexible enough to dilate when needed. But as we age, arterial stiffness increases. Vessels narrow due to plaque buildup or inflammation, and muscles around the hips and thighs tighten from lack of movement, all of which act like roadblocks that slow down the vital blood reaching your organs. And the stretch is specifically designed to target these problem areas: the hip flexors, groin, and lower back, which often become rigid after years of sitting or limited mobility. And by loosening these muscles, you release pressure on nearby blood vessels and nerves, allowing blood to flow more freely and signals to travel more efficiently, which translates to better erectile function, more energy, and enhanced overall performance. And scientific studies show that improved blood flow supports the natural production and delivery of hormones like testosterone, which plays a central role in maintaining libido, muscle mass, and mood stability. So this stretch is a direct line to not just feeling better physically but also reclaiming confidence and desire. And unlike high-impact exercise routines that can strain joints or cause injury, this stretch is gentle yet effective, making it ideal for men who may have arthritis, joint pain, or other mobility limitations, because it focuses on controlled movements and deep breathing that gradually increase flexibility and cardiovascular response without overexertion. And when you incorporate mindful breathing during the stretch, you're engaging your parasympathetic nervous system, which reduces stress hormones like cortisol that are notorious for damaging blood vessels and lowering testosterone, creating a healthier internal environment that supports recovery and performance. And many men report that this simple combination of stretch and breath leaves them feeling more relaxed, energized, and mentally clear throughout the day. And in terms of daily routine, it's best to perform this stretch first thing in the morning to jumpstart circulation after a night of rest, or before physical activities to prepare the body for movement and reduce the risk of injury. And even doing it before bed can promote better sleep by calming the nervous system and relieving tension that builds up over the day. And the cumulative effect of performing this stretch daily cannot be overstated, as it gradually reverses the stiffness and vascular resistance that accumulate with age and inactivity, helping to restore the body's natural resilience and function. And because the stretch improves flexibility in key muscle groups, it also helps with balance and posture, reducing fall risk and making it easier to stay active and independent, which are essential goals for anyone looking to age well and maintain quality of life. And beyond the physical benefits, this stretch helps break the negative cycle of inactivity and discouragement that often leads men to avoid intimacy or social situations. Because feeling stiff or fatigued can lower self-esteem and motivation. But as you begin to notice improvements in flexibility and energy, you'll find yourself more willing to engage in activities you once enjoyed, fostering emotional health and meaningful connections. And this holistic benefit is why healthcare professionals are increasingly recommending mobility and stretching exercises as foundational practices for senior men, alongside proper nutrition and mental wellness. Because true vitality is a balance of body, mind, and spirit. And neglecting any one part creates imbalance that shows up as health challenges, loss of desire, or decreased performance. And the beauty of this 3-minute stretch is its simplicity. It doesn't require special equipment, expensive memberships, or complicated schedules, so it's easy to integrate into your daily life and keep consistent, which is the most important factor for long-term success. And as you practice this stretch, you'll also become more aware of your body's signals, learning when muscles feel tight or blood flow feels sluggish, allowing you to proactively care for your health rather than reacting to symptoms after they worsen. And for those who want to enhance results even further, combining this stretch with other healthy habits like walking, light resistance training, hydration, and a balanced diet rich in antioxidants and omega-3 fats will create a powerful synergy that amplifies energy levels and sexual health. And while medications and supplements can support these goals, the foundation of sustained vitality is rooted in movement and circulation, which this stretch directly targets. And so if you're a man over 60 looking for a natural, accessible way to boost blood flow, elevate your energy, and improve your intimate life, committing just 3 minutes a day to this targeted stretch can be a game changer that revitalizes not only your body but your confidence and overall zest for life. And as we continue in the next part, you'll get the detailed, step-by-step guide on how to perform this stretch correctly, tips to avoid common mistakes, and modifications to suit your individual needs, empowering you to take immediate action and start feeling the benefits from the very first session, because your health and happiness deserve this simple, effective investment of time and attention every single day. Every man over 60 who has embraced this simple yet powerful 3-minute stretch knows firsthand the transformative impact it has on circulation, energy, and overall well-being, and the science behind why it works so well continues to unfold, revealing a complex interplay between muscle flexibility, vascular health, and nervous system balance that this stretch uniquely addresses. Because as you perform the movements designed to open up tight hip flexors, loosen the groin muscles, and gently mobilize the lower back, you are actively reversing years of accumulated stiffness that not only restrict blood flow but also compromise nerve signaling crucial for sexual function and physical vitality. And this isn't just about physical health. There is a profound psychological benefit as well, since increased blood flow and muscle relaxation contribute to reduced anxiety and stress, 2 factors that frequently diminish libido and energy in men over 60, and the deep, controlled breathing that accompanies the stretch activates the parasympathetic nervous system, often called the rest and digest system, which lowers heart rate, decreases stress hormones like cortisol, and promotes a state of calm alertness that enhances focus, mood, and motivation. And these effects combine to create a feedback loop where improved physical function encourages mental well-being, which in turn supports healthier lifestyle choices and greater engagement in daily activities and intimacy. And this holistic approach is why health professionals are moving away from isolated treatments and toward integrated routines that include stretching, breathing, and mindful movement to restore vitality in aging men. And for many, the real magic happens over weeks and months of consistent practice as the body repairs damaged endothelial cells lining the blood vessels, increasing nitric oxide production that dilates arteries and enhances blood flow to the pelvic region, brain, and muscles, helping reverse symptoms like erectile dysfunction, brain fog, and chronic fatigue. And this natural process of vascular renewal also supports hormone transport and improves nutrient delivery at the cellular level, which boosts recovery and stamina, enabling men to perform better physically and mentally. And it's important to highlight that this stretch also improves lymphatic drainage in the pelvic area, reducing inflammation and promoting detoxification that further enhances tissue health and repair, which is often overlooked but crucial for maintaining sexual health and vitality. And men who combine this stretch with a balanced diet rich in antioxidants, healthy fats, and natural testosterone boosters report even faster and more noticeable improvements, underscoring the importance of a comprehensive lifestyle approach. and beyond intimate benefits. Increased circulation improves energy levels and muscle function throughout the entire body, making everyday tasks easier and reducing the risk of falls or injuries, which are common concerns as men age, and this increased mobility supports independence, quality of life, and mental health, because staying active and confident in your body creates a sense of purpose and joy that radiates into all areas of life. And while this stretch is incredibly effective on its own, incorporating it into a daily routine that includes gentle cardiovascular exercise, strength training, and mindfulness practices enhances the results exponentially, creating a foundation for long-term health and vitality. And for men who have been sedentary or are recovering from illness or injury, this stretch provides a safe and gentle reintroduction to movement that builds strength and flexibility gradually without overwhelming the body, making it a sustainable habit that can last a lifetime. And it's also adaptable. Men with hip replacements, arthritis, or other limitations can modify the stretch with guidance from physical therapists or healthcare providers to ensure safety and effectiveness, so no one is left behind in the pursuit of better health. And the best part is the profound sense of empowerment men experience as they regain control over their bodies and health through this simple practice, shedding feelings of helplessness or frustration often associated with aging. And this renewed confidence spills over into relationships and social interactions, fostering deeper connections and more fulfilling experiences. And men often report that as their energy and circulation improve, so does their enthusiasm for life, whether it's taking up a new hobby, spending quality time with loved ones, or rediscovering intimacy with a partner. And this stretch acts as a gateway to a healthier lifestyle by motivating men to make other positive changes like improving diet, quitting smoking, and managing stress more effectively, which all contribute to sustained improvements in sexual and cardiovascular health. And as the body responds positively, men feel less reliant on medications or invasive treatments, finding instead that their own natural resilience and healing capabilities are powerful tools in maintaining vigor and performance after 60. And in the next part, you will receive a detailed, easy-to-follow guide on how to perform this stretch perfectly, including step-by-step instructions, timing, breathing techniques, and tips for maximizing benefits while avoiding common mistakes, so you can begin your journey toward better blood flow, enhanced energy, and revitalized intimacy immediately, because the path to renewed vitality starts with understanding your body and committing to these simple, effective movements that have already helped countless men over 60 reclaim their health and confidence. And by making this stretch a daily priority, you're investing in a future where age no longer dictates your energy, performance, or enjoyment of life. As we reach the final part of this transformative journey, it's essential to fully embrace the power and simplicity of this 3-minute stretch because it represents more than just physical movement. It is a commitment to reclaiming your vitality, energy, and confidence as a man over 60. And to get the most out of this practice, you need to understand not only the steps but the mindset that will sustain your progress. So let's walk through the detailed execution to ensure you perform the stretch correctly and safely. Starting with a comfortable standing or seated position depending on your mobility. Begin by slowly raising one knee toward your chest, using your hands if needed to support the leg while keeping your back straight and engaging your core muscles. Hold this stretch for about 30 seconds while taking deep, controlled breaths, feeling the tension release in the hip flexors and lower back. Then gently lower the leg and repeat with the opposite side, maintaining a smooth rhythm and focusing on relaxing your muscles rather than forcing the stretch. Next, move into an inner thigh opener by placing your feet wider than shoulder width apart, toes slightly turned out, and slowly bend your knees, lowering your hips into a gentle squat position while keeping your chest lifted and spine neutral. Hold this position for another 30 seconds while breathing deeply to encourage blood flow and muscle relaxation. And finally, finish with a spinal twist by sitting or standing tall, twisting your torso gently to one side with your arms extended or resting on your hips, holding for 15 to 20 seconds, then switching sides, which helps mobilize the lower back and improve circulation in the pelvic region. Throughout each movement, prioritize slow, mindful breathing, inhaling deeply through your nose and exhaling fully through your mouth, which not only oxygenates your blood but also activates the parasympathetic nervous system to reduce stress and promote relaxation. And if you experience any discomfort or pain, ease off the stretch or modify the position to suit your body's needs. Because safety and consistency are more important than intensity. And to maximize your results, perform this sequence daily, ideally in the morning to kickstart circulation and energy. But anytime you feel stiffness or low vitality is also beneficial, and as you build the habit, you can gradually increase the duration of each hold or add gentle repetitions, always listening to your body and adjusting accordingly. And alongside this stretch, it's vital to maintain a balanced lifestyle by staying hydrated, eating nutrient-rich foods that support vascular and hormonal health, managing stress through meditation or hobbies, and engaging in regular physical activity, all of which complement the benefits of improved circulation and energy. And don't underestimate the power of small, consistent actions, because these incremental changes accumulate over time, leading to significant improvements in how you feel, perform, and connect with others. And many men who have committed to this simple stretch report profound shifts, not only in their physical health but in their mental clarity, emotional resilience, and intimate relationships, rediscovering passion and vitality they thought were lost to age. And this is a testament to the fact that aging does not have to mean decline but can be a time of renewal and empowerment, fueled by intentional habits that support your body's natural functions. And if you're ready to take control, remember that the hardest part is often just starting. But once you commit to these 3 minutes each day, you'll build momentum and confidence that spills into every area of your life, helping you to live fully, actively, and with the energy to enjoy the things you love most. And as you integrate this stretch into your routine, you'll also find it easier to engage in other healthy habits and seek out support when needed, creating a virtuous cycle of wellness that sustains you long term. So don't wait for tomorrow. Start today, because your body is ready to respond, your energy is waiting to be reclaimed, and your best years can still be ahead, thriving with vigor and strength. And as always, stay tuned for more expert advice and practical tips designed specifically for men over 60 who want to live their healthiest, most vibrant lives. Because your journey to lasting vitality starts with simple steps, and together, we'll keep moving forward toward greater health, confidence, and happiness.